Today, we're going to build something that I think will really change the way you think about your health. We're going to forget all the fad diets, all the confusing advice. We are building the metabolic hierarchy, a simple but really powerful framework that puts you back in control.
I mean, does this sound familiar? Keto, paleo, low fat, high carb. It feels like every single week there's a new miracle diet, right? And the advice is constantly changing, constantly conflicting. It's just this dizzying storm of information, and it's so easy to feel completely lost.
But what if there was a way to just cut through all that chaos? Well, today, that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to build a clear, actionable framework that puts you back in the driver's seat of your own health. So let's get into it. All right, so first things first, we've got to pop the hood and take a look at the engine, because to really understand how to fuel your body, you first need to understand your metabolism, your own personal high-performance energy factory. So what is this metabolic engine, really? Well, you can think of it as this incredible, nonstop chemical process happening inside you right this second, turning the food you eat into the actual energy that's keeping you alive and focused. It's pretty amazing. And this whole process is kind of like a play in 3 acts. First up, digestion. Your food gets broken down. Then Act 2, your cells absorb all those valuable nutrients. And for the finale, the magic happens. Those nutrients are transformed into pure energy, into fuel. This cycle is happening constantly, and just understanding it is the key to optimizing it. Okay, so our factory is up and humming along. But what kind of fuel does it actually need to perform at its best? Let's dive into the essential inputs that are going to make your metabolism sing. So let's meet the big 3. These are the superstars of your diet. Think of carbs as your quick get-up-and-go fuel. Protein, that's your 24/7 construction crew, constantly rebuilding and repairing everything. And fats, well, they're your long-haul energy source, the slow-burning logs on the fire, and they're crucial for healthy hormones. The thing is, you need all 3 to really thrive. But hold on, the story doesn't just end with those big 3. Think of micronutrients, vitamins and minerals, as the essential spark plugs that get the whole system going. Water is the coolant that keeps that engine from overheating, and your gut, that's the gatekeeper, deciding what actually gets absorbed. If you neglect any of these, the whole factory can grind to a halt. Now, even the best designed system can be sabotaged. So who are the villains in our metabolic story? Let's uncover the common things that throw our bodies completely out of whack. This is it. This is the central battle for your health. On one side, you have whole foods, clean, efficient fuel for your body. On the other side, you've got ultra-processed foods. These are like pouring sludge into your engine. They don't just fail to give you energy, they actively clog up the system and cause major disruptions. But you know, the biggest disruptor of all might be the one you can't even see. I'm talking about chronic stress. It floods your body with cortisol, that fight or flight hormone. Over time, this can mess with your insulin, ramp up cravings for junk, and basically keep your metabolism on red alert, 24/7. You simply cannot out-diet chronic stress. Okay, so with all these moving parts, the good stuff and the bad stuff, how do we find any clarity? Well, it's time to introduce the star of the show, the Wellness Priority Pyramid. This is your roadmap. This is how you make sense of it all. Every strong structure needs a solid foundation, right? For your health, that foundation is whole foods. This part is completely non-negotiable. If you get this right, you are honestly 80% of the way there. This is the bedrock that everything else gets built on. So, with our foundation in place, it's time to add the structural beams, the walls of the house. And that's where protein comes in. A steady intake of protein is absolutely crucial for building lean muscle, for repairing tissues, and for keeping you feeling full and satisfied. It's the key to a strong, resilient body. All right, now for a level that might surprise you. The next step isn't to add more complexity, it's actually to remove it. You have to avoid the trap of these overly restrictive, complicated diets. And why is that? Because consistency will beat perfection every single time. A simple plan you can actually stick with is infinitely better than some perfect plan you quit after a week. And finally, at the very, very top of the pyramid, the apex, we have supplements. I want you to notice their position here. They are the finishing touch, the cherry on top, not the foundation. Supplements can be helpful, for sure, but they can never, ever fix a broken diet. You have to get the fundamentals right first. So you've built your pyramid. What's the payoff? What's the big prize at the end? Well, it's not just about weight loss or having more energy. It's about achieving the holy grail of metabolic health, something called metabolic flexibility. This is where your body becomes a truly adaptable, high-performance machine.
So, what's on earth is metabolic flexibility? Imagine your body is like a hybrid car, It can seamlessly switch between using gas and using electric power depending on what it needs. That's metabolic flexibility. It's your body's ability to burn carbs for quick energy when you eat them, and then effortlessly switch over to burning fat for fuel when you're fasting overnight. It is the ultimate sign of a healthy, efficient metabolism.
So, how do you get this metabolic superpower? Well, it all comes back to that pyramid we just built. You fuel your body with a balance of whole foods, you prioritize deep, restorative sleep so you can recover, and you manage your stress. It's not about a quick fix. It's about creating a lifestyle that supports your body's natural strength and resilience. So here's the bottom line, the most important takeaway. It's time to ditch the diet mentality. The metabolic hierarchy isn't a set of rigid, complicated rules. It's a compass. It's a simple, powerful framework to help you make smart decisions day in and day out that will lead to a lifetime of health and vitality. So I'll leave you with this. Look at the pyramid. What is the one priority? The one small change you can focus on this week? Don't try to do it all at once. Just pick one thing. Because those small, consistent steps, that is the real secret to building a healthier, more vibrant you. The power is completely in your hands.